Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome to the first episode of our Let's Play of the Turing Test. It's another puzzle game. It's a bit like Portal, but probably less disorientating because there aren't portals in it. Yeah. I don't really know if there's any other way to explain this game other than it's a puzzle game. And yeah, we'll see how we go. So without further ado, we'll get into it.
Morning, Eva. Your wake-up has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago. We have tried to establish further communications, but we are not getting any responses. We need you to investigate.
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks first?
We have already looked at the data. The ISA has made the executive decision that you report to the surface post-haste. You are our emergency response.
What exactly is the emergency?
The ground crew found an organism the ISA believed to be dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
So that's Tom. It's a bit like I don't want to say it's a bit like Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey, because I don't think Tom is a psychopath. Spoilers if you hadn't seen really, like, I don't know, maybe it's spoilers, maybe it's not spoilers. 2001: A Space Odyssey is
Pick
like
up your EMT. It's on the
40
side.
years old.
Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to the docking station.
Not that Hal's really a psychopath or anything. There are things to, like, you know, pick up and interact with, but for the most part it's just a puzzle game. That little gun thing that we picked up, that's the like this game's version of a portal gun, but it doesn't create portals. It just takes, like, balls of energy, which we'll get to. I can't remember how long this game is, but I don't think it's, like, uber long. Not that I remember anyway.
What's the ship's status?
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
Right, I think one of the things I find amazing about this is just, like, you know, how detailed this level stuff is when this isn't even, like, the main game.
Bay 3.
Yeah, this isn't Bay 3. I'm just showing you, like, they didn't, like, you know, skimp out on anything. It's like pretty, you know, pretty amazing visuals and stuff. But yeah, the main game occurs down on the planet, which is where we're going now.
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
Go.
Telcon?
Go.
Then we are go for launch, initiating.
Separate.
Engaging retrofire. I'm running the program, 80 degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Trajectory looks good. 502 alarm. It looks like we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short of the landing site. We are going to have to burn late. Go.
Full retrograde. Open the door.
Welcome to Europa.
I'm not sure how well I balanced the sound on this, but the idea was to not have the music too loud and just have the voice be like the loudest part of the game. But the music in this really is quite good. And I realise I said planet before, and I believe Europa is not a planet, it's a moon.
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Thera Magna. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules. The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations. I arrived first on Europa in 2240. It costs a lot to send humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
I wonder why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis. These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together. They really have completely repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage. But they have converted them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
I was pretty sure that that was a pretty straightforward through thing, but, you know, sometimes you have to make sure that there isn't another power thing there. So I'm going to try not to talk when they talk. Yeah, this is basically the whole gist of the game.
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
They aren't, like, at the moment, they're not overly complex puzzles. And every once in a while...
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning.
Yeah. Every once in a while, there's this sort of stuff, which is like a side questy thing. This one, I think, is...
Perhaps we can't solve this yet.
Yeah. I think that's true. Maybe it's not that one. I can't remember it exactly, but Oh wait, no. I think it's this one actually. That one goes up 3 and this one goes there? No? Yeah. Where is it, that one? I'm sure it's... I'm pretty sure it was that one and... maybe that one. No. Yeah. I'll stop. Not important, but yeah, the statement there, maybe we can't solve this yet. I believe on like your first playthrough, technically you can't actually solve it. I think that's right. Like there is a solution for it, but as you're playing the game you actually find the solution and then you're meant to like replay the game and then you can solve it. Yeah, sorry. One of those is not
What does not add
you
up?
know,
If there was an accident,
stable.
surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts. I expect they have their reasons.
No. But this one actually, because I need that to go in there and then this one, because that little window thingy allows me to pull that one out.
My instance has just been updated.
Sorry?
I have 2 instances of my mind, 2 separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the 2 instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into 2 separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. But there are incongruities between these memories, conflicts.
Oh, I think I need to switch this one. And then I can take that one out. So basically, the entirety of the game is just sort of, you know, solving these puzzles, and then you learn the story as you go along. So, you know, basic premise, we've lost communication, the base has been redone. Oddly, yeah, normally there's like the screen thing here indicates like where you are.
This is the command center. You can check on the crew status from here.
Okay, you got light touch here. And it changes the stuff, excuse me, so the stuff on that star map. And that gives you more information about the Europa base. And then these are the personnel. You know, that one doesn't do nothing. And then, like, you know, you'll get personal information for them. I'll just quickly, like, I'm not going to read them. But, you know, they're there if you want to explore yourself if you ever play this. Yeah, see, this one has done it. So We've gone through all of those, and now we're on like the second tier.
What condition should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
And the puzzles do get harder as you go along.
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of
I need
space.
it over here.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
And there's bits of, you know, forwards and backwards sort of thing as you pass through rooms. Now, I know that I'm coming up on like a 20-minute mark here.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
Right. The only reason why I'm pausing here is to show you that over there is a camera, so you can sort of understand how this thing is, you know, keeping an eye on what we're doing. This one, if I remember right, it's like a situation of lining it up with the magnet thing. Up. Yeah. And then I need to get the power into that one. And then, yeah, go across to here. And then drop that there. And hope like hell that thing doesn't drop. Whoops. Pulled the one out of the thing. Good. You need that box, and then you pull this one off as well. And that's all of those. Sometimes the load screen can get a bit sort of,
My
you know,
purpose as the overseer of this
leggy.
mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. the distance between Jupiter and Earth, make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
And there we go. It's another room done. Well, yeah, that part of the room done, I should say. You normally get, you know, there, Sector B15. Gives you an idea of where you are as you're passing through. Yeah, so you got that frustrating thing with where it sort of lags a bit. But I tell you what I'll do. I think this will probably be like the longest of all the episodes, and that's just because it's like, you know, the introductory episode and you get to see how the game plays sort of thing. Every episode after this should only be sort of 10-15 minutes, so, you know, they're not running too long. And you can already see that we're a fair way through this part of the game. I can't remember if that board thing is actually the entirety of the game or just the chapter, but I'm pretty sure it's more in totality thing. I think. It's been a long time. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in future episodes. So until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.